Hello and welcome everyone, this is Kalevovich coming to you with another Storybook Brawl video. We finally have a patch for September, patch 7.2.10. Let's dive right in and see what's new in the game. So first of all, there are two new heroes, a new hero skin, a couple of small changes, a huge nerf to a hugely OP hero, and a lot of new artwork. And the first of the new heroes is Rumpelstiltskin. I don't have a lot of affinity with Rumpelstiltskin as a story. I have not a huge idea of what it is outside of it's a little imp that spins straw into gold, and spinning gold is his starting spell. You start the game with spinning gold. So one of these heroes, like Gwen, like Headless Horseman, like Mask, kind of, that gives you a spell that you can cast. But for this one, the spell says it's a new one. It's not the old one that gives you 3 gold. No. It says double your gold. You can cast another spell this round. Now, let that sink in. One use, double your gold for the round. Now, I haven't played in the beta, so I don't know if this works as I think it does, but I think it works in a way that you have currently X gold, double that amount. So round 1, 2.0, you have 2 gold, you cast this, you have 4 gold, you can buy 2 characters, you're already ahead, and you can continue. Just being like a reverse skip, kind of, sort of. But the further you go, the more gold you get. Like on 2.1, you can have 6 gold instead of 3. So you can go from 1 character to 4 characters to 6 characters, which is ahead of the curve by 2. If you do this on 2.2 and you have 4 gold, you get 8 gold. So you can go, and you have 4 characters in the shop, by the way. So you can go 1 character, 3 characters, 7 character. So this gives you a Loki-esque effect, but a sure one, that allows you to just zoom forward when it comes to parity on the board. Obviously, there are a lot more intricacies coming in with that. The first one I thought of was 2.0. You just buy golden chicken, right? 2.1, you have 3 gold. You sell chicken, you have 5 gold. You cast a spell, you have 10 gold. But you only have 3 characters in your shop. So you buy those 3 characters, roll, buy another character, and you still have 1 more gold. So you go from 1 character to 5 characters and 1 gold for a spell. Maybe it's for glory, and with 5 characters against the usual 2, you usually stand a chance. But it's 1 to 5 to more than 7, and once 3.0 rolls in, you can even start selling your characters to get more characters, etc. But if your shops are enough for you to win the early brawls, you can obviously leave the spell for later. Like once you get to a higher level, like once you get to 3.0, you can have 10 gold. Once you get to 4.0, you can have 16 gold, etc. Or you can just leave it for the 6.0 turn and just use your 20-odd gold to try to find the 6s that you're looking for. Obviously, there are more combos coming with that, and you're hopefully going to see that in future Brawl Tech videos on this channel. Obviously, and even the developers are implying piggy bank. And hopefully I will get a Rumpelstiltskin piggy bank game in as soon as possible. Hopefully. Now the next hero is Zippy the Zombie. And while I hope the artwork isn't the final one, let's just talk about what this one does. You get an evil twin every 15 enemies you kill. An evil twin in this case is also create a plain copy of a good character, but it's evil. You can cast another spell this round. So for both of these heroes, the spells that you create allow you to cast additional ones, which is obviously a bonus for, well, if you still have Cinderella unprocced, if you have Wizard Familiar, if you have Spellweavers, etc., etc. But what this one does, every 15 enemies you kill, which means what? You're probably, the opponent has 1, 2, 4, so that's 7, into more full board. So you're probably going to get your first copy by 3.2-ish. And then, seeing as almost everyone has 7 characters on their board, sometimes they have summons, and that helps you. So if you have If you have a Geppetto in your lobby, then it's even better. Or if you're just going for Slays to win against those Geppettos and other summons. Okay? But then in the mid game to late game, every 2 or 3 combats, let's say 3 combats, you're going to get another one of these. And once you start getting these, and let's say you get the first one around 3.2 or 4.0, you can start looking for good characters that you either want to upgrade because they're amazing, like King Arthur, or you can just get pairs of good characters to later then triple with Evil Twin to give you a treasure of the level. The next level of comboing here comes with looking for and using Beauty's influence the more often, because then it allows your evil characters to become good characters, to get evil twinned again and back into their old ways of evil. Yes. Anyway, a lot of decisions, and also a lot of decisions doesn't seem that OP because it doesn't give you anything by the time Zeloa does anything for you. And I think I would rather have 5 more health and a huge discount on everything, but I mean, I don't know. If you're up against Pied Piper, Geppetto, and someone else who is forcing summons, wow, that's your way to go. But you still need to have good characters, and you still need to want to upgrade those. Probably Rumpelstiltskin gives you a much higher boost. Anyway, new costume for Apocalypse. You can, for the old heroes, you can purchase them for either 4,000 fairy dust or 100 gems. The new Apocalypse costume you can purchase for 200 gems strictly in the store. In the collection you can buy the heroes. I've already purchased them. But when it comes to the Ragnarok costume, you can only buy it via shop. You just click it, spend 200 gems, get 3 emotes, and there you go. But remember, later here in Heroes, I guess, you can choose your favorite. Where is that? Profile? No, somewhere you can switch your favorite versions of hero. Oh yeah, here, Gwen. There you go. The arrows. Always look for the arrows. Anyway. Going back over here, so yeah, you just get a new skin, you just get new emotes, like these 3. Anyway, new card, kind of an old card. Fanny is back. Fanny switched places with Bossy. Now Fanny is a level 4, 4/4 that gives +4/+4 support dwarves. Good for mid game. Is it gonna put dwarves on the map? Not really. You're still gonna see them from time to time. Someone's still gonna high roll with an upgraded Lordy and an upgraded Echowood more often than you would think. But aside from that, yeah, sure, why not? Let's move on. The biggest change is probably the nerf of Wonder Waddle. No longer being the top tier, the strictly top tier hero, when you just need 2 copies to upgrade level 2 and 3 animals, downgraded to just level 2 animals. On the other hand, you gotta remember that you have Skip's Puzzle Rune on level 2 that really propels Wonder Waddle forward in a Skip-esque move. I mean, the treasure does have Skip in its name after all. But also, you can go for Blind Mice. And those level 2 treasures sometimes are not the worst. Usually they are, but not always. Anyway, this puts Wonder Waddle from top tier to middle-ish tier. I think this is probably even a bigger jump than when Merlin was nerfed from +2/+1 to +1/+1. So I would say lower than Merlin. But where this lands, we're gonna see if anyone keeps picking this and not like Pied Piper or Gwen or other good heroes. Princess P got an upgrade in her name to Empress P and got a downgrade in her stats to 5/5. So this is the good boy treatment. When they start picking up, or rather leaving off the stats, putting them down, and the character is still amazing and it's still great and awesome, especially if you have Horn of Olympus and or Evil Twin, because it still comes down to I get double bonuses from supports, and this is still such a great late game slay machine. Not only in Trophy Hunter. In Trophy Hunter it truly shines, but still, in future, if they're gonna want to nerf it to the ground, they would get just the I get double bonuses from support clause out of here, and then Empress P is much, much, much worse. Still, you usually want it to work on her stats. She's not just good plain old, plain old. But that's probably for the best. She truly was, I think insane is the correct term to use here. Fairy Godmother got a new artwork alongside a ton of other cards, but also she got the Mage tag. Now I wonder, do you really need the Fairy tag? Don't you just want to take the useless tags out of the game for now? I think it's just Fairy currently, because Queen is no more. There are just royals on the Queen of Hearts. So just a good mage, maybe, until you bring some fairy stuff into the game, then you can bring those back. I mean, why not? For now, sure, a mage. That means she's gonna get some attack from Aeon. And that's probably it, because that's not where she's used, if she's used at all. Spinning Gold got a rename to Reckless Wager as to not be confused with Rumpelstiltskin's spell. And yeah, fits the theme more, sure. The old hi-ho placeholder artwork, sure, why not? Potion Master's Cookbook becomes Boiling Beaker. Okay, let's move on. I mean, artwork is fine, but that's about it. There are also a lot of other more technical changes, because as far as the patch goes, as far as card changes go, new cards, etc., I'm going to show you some of the new artwork in a moment, but that's about it. But right now, the game has new strictly Storybook Brawl accounts separate from your Steam accounts, and yeah, there's a new screen where you just have to sign in, log in. You can log in with Steam, etc. But it's best for if you register the account, you can be known as something strictly in the game, which also is going to give GLG more control over what people name their accounts, because there are some truly egregious ones. They couldn't do much because those were just Steam logins. Anyway, mobile invites have been sent out. You can sign up for the mobile beta for iOS and Android. There's a link in the patch notes, the official patch notes, obviously. There are some camera adjustments to board view. Shop camera has been shifted upwards. And it is going to be slightly more difficult for you to get accustomed to it once you get in your first game post-patch, unless you've already played your first game post-patch. But this is for the mobile shift as well, and yeah, why not? We just have to get used to it. Also, we get player nameplates, sure. We get a ton of art upgrades that I'm going to show you in a moment, and a ton of bug fixes. And I don't think there are any huge ones. Probably that Candy Rain will now correctly buff characters you got during the previous brawl, and not characters that were transformed during the previous brawl. Some issues with Empress P, some issues with Staff of the Old Toad, and yeah, that's about it when it comes to the changes themselves. Now let's just zoom through some new artwork, like the artwork for Fallen Angel, or the premium Fallen Angel, the Severed Soul, sorry, that you can get for subscribing to untapped.gg. When it comes to heroes, sure, you have Rumpelstiltskin over here. You have Zippy the Zombie. That's hopefully just a placeholder. For characters, Kitty Cutpurse got a huge buff and an eye patch, and a Cthulhu-esque feather cap. Looks more dastardly. Maybe it's gonna make it slay a bit more, hopefully. Darkwood Creeper got something new over here. Prized Pig. I don't know. Amy, not a face anymore. A whole huge dwarven body. Fairy Godmother you already seen. There's also Aeon. This is, for me, the best new piece of art in the new patch. There's Neon, and you're going to be visually skipping Neon because it's a new piece of art, and you're not going to find the second copy to upgrade. I'm sorry, but that's going to be happening for the for some time for sure. And Green Knight, also a new piece of art. But they've also remade some of the key pieces for the game. I mean, I don't mean Boiling Beaker, although this is a much better piece of art than Potion Master's Cookbook. We have Fountain of Youth, like a cat fountain. You have Bad Moon, my second favorite new piece of art in the new patch. But also, the iconic Crystal Ball now looks slightly different than the other ball. Kind of, maybe. I don't know, looks cool. Still kind of looks like placeholder, but a better placeholder than the previous one. We also have, I think, one more. Yeah, Pandora's Box is also new. More like Pandora's Urn, maybe? I don't know. And from spells, I already have shown you we have Reckless Wager instead of Spinning Gold, and that's it. I'm just gonna check, but I do think that is it for the patch. I do hope you will enjoy the new one, the 0.72.10 codename Blue, and hopefully see you on the streams and see you on the YouTube videos. Have a great game. Not only one, but all of them. Kalabovich out.